Domestic violence is the willful intimidation, physical assault, battery, sexual assault, or other abusive behavior perpetrated by an intimate partner against another.
It is an epidemic affecting individuals in every community, regardless of age, economic status, race, religion, nationality, or educational background.
Violence against women is often accompanied by emotionally abusive and controlling behavior, and thus is part of a systematic pattern of dominance and control.
Domestic violence results in physical injury, psychological trauma, and sometimes death. The consequences of domestic violence can cross generations and truly last a lifetime.
1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime.
Did you know that 85% of domestic violence victims are women?
An estimated 1.3 million women are victims of physical assault by an intimate partner each year.
Historically, females have been most often victimized by someone they knew.
Did you know females who are 20 to 24 years of age are at the greatest risk of non-fatal intimate partner violence?
Did you know females who are 20 to 24 years of age are at the greatest risk of non-fatal intimate partner violence?
Did you know most cases of domestic violence are never reported to the police?
Witnessing violence between one's parents or caretakers is the strongest risk factor of transmitting violent behavior from one generation to the next.
Boys who witness domestic violence are twice as likely to abuse their own partners and children when they become adults.
30 to 60% of perpetrators of intimate partner violence also abuse children in their households.
1 in 6 women and 1 in 33 men have experienced an attempted or completed rape.
Nearly 7.8 million women have been raped by an intimate partner at some point in their lives.
Sexual assault or forced sex occurs in approximately 40 to 45% of battering relationships.
1 in 12 women and 1 in 45 men have been stalked in their lifetime.
81% of women stalked by a current or former intimate partner are also physically assaulted by that partner. 31% are also sexually assaulted by that partner.
Almost 1/3 of female homicide victims that are reported in police records are killed by an intimate partner.
In 70 to 80% of intimate partner homicides, no matter which partner was killed, the man physically abused the woman before the murder.
Less than 1/5 of victims reporting an injury from an intimate partner violence sought medical treatment following the injury. Intimate partner violence results in more than 18.5 million mental health care visits each year.
The cost of intimate partner violence exceeds $5.8 billion each year, $4.1 billion of which is for direct medical and mental health services. Victims of intimate partner violence lost almost 8 million days of paid work because of the violence perpetrated against them by current or former husbands, boyfriends, and dates. This loss is the equivalent of more than 32,000 full-time jobs and almost 5.6 million days of household productivity as a result of violence.
There are 16,800 homicides and 2.2 million medically treated injuries due to intimate partner violence annually, which costs $37 billion.
Domestic violence is one of the most chronically underreported crimes.
Only approximately 1/4 of all physical assaults, 1/5 of all rapes, and 1/2 of all stalkings perpetuated against females by intimate partners are reported to the police.
The power and control will is a visual model that depicts the dynamics of an abusive relationship. At the hub of the will, you'll find the power and control. It's all about controlling the victim for the abuser in these relationships. The outer rim is violence. That's what holds it all together. It's the violent behavior used by abusers to maintain power and control over their victim. The spokes of the will are the methods used by the abuser to help them maintain that power and control. Abusive partners often use intimidation, emotional abuse, isolation. They minimize, deny, and blame the partner. They use their children. They use economic abuse. They use male privilege and coercion and threats.
Intimidation includes making her afraid by using looks, actions, and gestures, smashing things, destroying her property, abusing pets, and displaying weapons.
Emotional abuse is putting her down, making her feel bad about herself, calling her names, making her think she's crazy,
playing mind games, humiliating her, making her feel guilty.
Okay, isolation is controlling what she does, who she sees and talks to, what she reads, and where she goes. Limiting her outside involvement, using jealousy to justify actions.
Minimizing, denying, and blaming is making light of the abuse, not taking her concerns about it seriously, saying the abuse didn't happen, shifting responsibility for abusive behavior, and saying she caused it.
Using children is making her feel guilty about the children, using children to relay messages, using visitation to harass her, or threatening to take the children away.
Economic abuse, preventing her from getting or keeping a job, making her ask for money, giving her an allowance, taking her money, not letting her know about or have access to family income.
Male privilege, treating her like a servant, making all the big decisions, acting like the master of the castle, being the one to define men's and women's roles.
Coercion and threats. That would be like making or carrying out threats to do something to hurt her, threatening to leave her, commit suicide, or report her to welfare, or making her drop charges, or making her do illegal things.